everyone, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to day 23 of our 28-day yoga challenge. We're going to get started right away in downward facing dog. So as you come onto your mat and come into your downward facing dog, start to feel your breath, feel your hands and feel your feet. And if it works better for you today to start in child's pose, then absolutely start in child's pose. And yes, we are starting this practice today. But wow, 23 days of yoga practice. Really allow yourself to feel this, to feel where you are, to feel what you have done to get yourself to this point. It's really amazing. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Once more here. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Now bring your feet together, walk them in an inch or two, and take your right leg up to the sky. You can do this with your left knee on your mat, so more of a tabletop. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, come on forward to your high push-up. Draw your knee into your chest. Again, you can find this with your left knee down on your mat. Inhale up and back to your three-legged dog. Now from here, step your right foot to your right thumb. Keep your left knee lifted. Set your left hand under your left shoulder. You might adjust where you have your feet a little bit and twist to your right. Take your right arm up to the sky. So in this twist, again, you can work with your left knee down, right? Just for a little more support. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down, step back to your downward facing dog. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Now take your left leg up to the sky. If it works better, drop your right knee so you have a little more support so you can enjoy yourself a little more. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, come on forward to your high push-up, drawing your knee in towards your chest. The right knee can drop if that works better. Inhale up and back to your three-legged dog. Now step your left foot to your left thumb. Right knee stays lifted. You can walk that right foot back a little bit if that feels better for you. Right hand under your right shoulder. Twist to your left. You can have your right hand flat. You can make a fist. If you have a prop like a yoga block handy, you can put that under your right hand. Back knee lifted or lowered. Notice if you start to hang out with your toes, soften your toes. Take a really big inhale here. As you exhale, bring your left hand down. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Front edge of your mat. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale. Come on up to stand. Hands reach high. Heart lifts, look up. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Pause for a moment here. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. Pause and take a breath, but also, again, feel where you are. Day 23, the beginning of this day's practice, but 23 days into this yoga journey, right? This journey of self-care and well-being. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands high, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Find your halfway lift, your flat back. Inhale, bring your hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up, a little pause here, knees lifted or lowered. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, forward and halfway down, low push-up, chaturanga. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Inhale. Upward facing dog, maybe your cobra or your low cobra. Take an extra breath in here. Exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Let your heels soften down. Let your head hang down. Feel if you can soften your shoulders. Maybe a little bit of movement with your head, or you can walk out your dog if you like. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale lightly, step or jump to the front edge of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, Coming up to stand, rise and reach and lift. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push-up. Forward and halfway down, low push-up. Little pause, you can drop your knees or come down. Upward facing dog, untuck your toes. Lead with your heart, a big inhale. Exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take another deep inhale here. Exhale, lightly walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up to stand from the ground. Lift up. You can look up, go back a bit if you like. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, high push up. Forward and halfway down, low push up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a couple of breaths here or in your child's pose, but one breath at a time. And you've been practicing for a while now, so trust yourself. If child's pose works better, work with child's pose. If there's a different variation, work with a different variation so that this practice can work for you. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, come on up, set your feet. Let them be even. Your feet can be together or apart. Big bend in your knees. Sit down, sit back, hands high or at your heart. Take a big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push up, low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Spin your back foot flat. Find your footing. And come on up. Big bend in your front knee. Hands high or at your heart. Feel your 2 feet on your mat. And you've been doing this for a while now. Right? So you have an idea of what to expect. You have an idea of what you're doing. At the same time, feel what you are doing right here, right now. So maybe what needs to be a little bit different today, or what is different in your body today. Feel that you can work with this. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Step your left foot forward. Warrior one. One step, maybe a couple of smaller steps. And then come on up. Feel your breath. And 23 days, right? You have been practicing for almost 4 weeks now. That is a while. But at the same time, you have the whole rest of your life to continue this practice. So it's just the beginning. And you can enjoy all of it. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take another deep inhale here. Exhale. Hands come down to your mat. Step back. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. I don't know, maybe it sounds a little bit cheesy, but I really do. I get excited when I think about people beginning a practice and then having a lifelong practice that really sustains you as you move through your day and as you move through your life. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, come up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Upward dog. A big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come on up. Reach high. Add in your warrior two. A little more space between your feet. A little more space for yourself. Lengthen through your arms. Lengthen through your fingers. Lengthen your breath. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in your front knee. Soften your toes. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to your mat. Step back. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise up tall at the top. Now your warrior two. Front foot is flat and straight. Front knee tracks over your front ankle. Feel your back foot lengthen through your back leg. And yeah, you have a sense of what you're doing in your warrior two. Built on previous practices, but balance it out by feeling what's actually happening right here, right now. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Feel that you are right here, right now, in your body, in this breath, in this practice. A big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Take a long inhale. And a long exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take a deep inhale, fill up. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees, set your feet, come up. Bring your hands to your heart. Now feet can be together or apart. Let them be even. Let your knees be even. Hips sit down, heart stays high. Take a big breath in. Twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. So as you come into this twist, your left elbow may not land on the outside of your right thigh. Maybe it lands on the top of your leg. If you're working with your feet apart, you can even land your elbow between your legs. So feel it out. Give yourself some room. Explore this twist. Stay strong through your foundation. Long spine, steady breath. If your feet are apart, let your knees be an equal distance apart. Now you can keep your hands together, or you can open up. Let your left hand reach for the ground and your right hand reach up for the sky. Feel if you can drop your hips down, extend out through your arms, lift your heart a little bit higher, take a big inhale, fold forward, exhale. Here, walk your feet apart about hips width distance, and you can measure it out. You can put two fists between your feet. Peace fingers catch hold of your big toes. Add in a halfway lift, a long spine, and then fold forward. The distance between your feet, two fists, hips width, just a guideline, usually works for stability and balance. Holding your big toes. You might have to bend your knees to grab your toes. You might be able to straighten your legs. If it doesn't work to grab your toes for whatever reason, you can let your hands dangle. You can be in more of a ragdoll here. Feel your body. Feel your breath. Feel your intention to show up for yourself today, right? To practice today. And so with each breath, create your own practice, create your own experience. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Release your toes. Walk your feet closer together or to touch and come on back to your chair pose. Come back to your Utkatasana. Set your feet, big bend in your knees, bring your hands to your heart. Now heart stays lifted, but feel if you can sit down and sit back. Big breath in, twist to your left, right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. So again, you have the option to rest the elbow on the leg, between the legs. Your elbow might not even touch your legs. That's okay. Your body, your practice, your twist. Feeling what you can get out of this right here, right now. And that doesn't mean you have to push or struggle, right? Just feel what you can do. Now you can keep your hands together or you can open up. And what you can do is be in your body, breathe, take your time and enjoy yourself even when it's challenging. Take one more big inhale here, fold forward, exhale. Once more, walk your feet apart, about hips width distance, and this time slide your hands under your feet, palms up, fingertips towards your heels. You can add in a halfway lift, some length in your spine, and then fold forward. Hands under your feet. You might get your toes just on top of your fingertips. You might get your toes all the way to the creases in your wrists. And again, you might work with more of a ragdoll, maybe even stay in a flat back. You can bend your knees here. Really nice if you're in the forward fold to drop your head. Really, just let your head hang down. And if you feel steady enough, you can close your eyes. Take a long inhale and a long exhale. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Take your hands out from under your feet. Walk your feet closer together to touch and rise to stand. Nice and easy. Come on up, shoulders back, hands high. Big inhale, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back, high push up. Forward and down, low push up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Lead with your heart. Downward dog, breath out. Take a long inhale. And a big exhale. Here, bring your feet together and a little bit forward so you have a little more stability. And lift your right leg to the sky. Now, bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. You can find this with your left knee down, more of a tabletop. If you want to flip your dog, if you're familiar with that, you can do that. If you're here in this three-legged dog, this down dog hip opener, lift your right knee up, lift up out of your shoulders. Now, take a big inhale, straighten out your right leg, and come on into your half pigeon. Come forward, right knee to your right thumb. Right knee comes down, right foot comes down. Left knee down, walk your left leg back behind you. From here, you can simply fold forward. You might find you have some room to bring that right foot to the left and a little bit forward. If you want to put a block or some kind of a prop under your right hip, you can. Any kind of discomfort with the left knee, you can fold the left edge of your mat under. As you lengthen and fold, you might find that it works to put a prop under your head or your chest. And if this variation just plain doesn't work, you can set up the variation on your back. Now take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One breath at a time. And as we start to slow down here, you might notice your thinking mind pick up. Keep coming back to your breath. You might notice more sensations in your body. Can you enjoy what you are feeling? Right, the sensations of your body, the breath, your breath in your body. Can you enjoy being in your body in this moment? Take a big inhale and a big exhale. It's really nice to remember that when you're feeling sensations, you are feeling your body. You're here, you're alive. You are doing this for yourself. And everyone benefits. You're not the only one who benefits from your practice. Everyone that you encounter in your day benefits from your practice. Set your hands under your shoulders and make your way back to your downward facing dog. And if you want to come into a child's pose, you can come into a child's pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Steady foundation so you can take your left leg up. Bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. Again, you can drop the right knee, explore this more in a tabletop, really lifting up out of your shoulders, letting your left knee open so your hips start to stack. Inhale, take that left leg back up and come on into your half pigeon on this side. So sure, use the other side as a guideline in previous practices as a guideline, but then balance it out by feeling where you are right here, right now. Lengthening through your right leg, add in a prop under your hip, maybe under your chest or your forehead as you come forward. Use your breath. A big inhale And a big exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. So if you feel distracted by the stuff in your head or by the sensations in your body, keep coming back, feeling your breath. Feeling your intention to show up. You have now been showing up for 23 days. And that is amazing. You can look back and see how far you've come. You can look forward and see where you want to go. But then the balance of being right here, right now, this breath. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Once more, take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Now, hands under your shoulders. Gently start to come up. Sweep your back leg forward. Come onto your back. And set up for your bridge or your wheel. Set your feet flat, about hips width distance. Take a big breath in. Lift your hips up. So if you want to come up for your bridge, you can keep your hands and arms alongside you. You can interlace your fingers under your low back. Sometimes that gives you a little more lift. You can also use a prop like a yoga block under your hips. And once your hips are up, connect down into your feet. Feel your knees track over your ankles. Feel if you can soften your fingers a little bit, soften your face. Imagine you're squeezing a soccer ball between your knees. And then really lift up. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, nice and easy, come on down. Come onto your back. Let the soles of your feet come together, knees to the sides. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And we'll move from here right into Shavasana. So you can stay here. You can add in a twist if you like. You can take your legs out or up for Shavasana. Let it be comfortable. Feel what you have done so far in this practice. Integrate everything that you've done into where you are and allow yourself to enjoy where you are right here, right now. A big breath in and a long breath out. fingers and toes. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll to one side and make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. You can set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today and for the past 22, now 23 days. Really, give yourself some credit, right? I've said this before, but you're here. You're showing up. You're practicing. You're taking care of yourself. Hey, absolutely. Look back and see how far you've come, not just in the course of this practice, but in the course of your life. And sure, look forward. Look toward your goals and move towards your goals. But then the balance on our mats and in our lives, the balance of enjoying right where we are, right here, right now. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.